Welcome to War Bios, where we explore the lives and achievements of history's most fascinating military leaders. I'm your host, General Biography, and today we're going to delve into the life of Lucius Aemilius Paullus, a Roman general who left an indelible mark on the ancient world. Born in 229 BC, Lucius Aemilius Paullus was a member of the Aemilia gens, one of the oldest and most respected patrician families in Rome. His family's legacy was steeped in military tradition, with several notable consuls and generals among his ancestors. The influence of his family's history can be seen in the values that were instilled in him from a young age: discipline, loyalty, and strategic thinking. As a child, Paullus would have grown up surrounded by the sights and sounds of Rome, a bustling metropolis filled with vibrant markets, grand public buildings, and crowded streets. He would have been familiar with the smell of freshly baked bread wafting from the ovens, the sound of hammers ringing out from the smithies, and the sight of the sun rising over the rooftops. Paulus's early education would have been typical of a Roman aristocrat, with a focus on rhetoric, philosophy, and martial training. He would have studied under the tutelage of experienced teachers, who would have instilled in him a deep understanding of Roman history, politics, and military tactics. His family's social status and wealth would have also provided him with access to the best education available, allowing him to develop his skills and knowledge to the fullest. As Paullus approached adulthood, he would have been acutely aware of the looming conflict with Carthage, which had been a thorn in Rome's side for decades. The Second Punic War was raging across the Mediterranean, with Hannibal's armies wreaking havoc on Roman territories. This would have instilled in Paullus a sense of duty and purpose, setting him on a path that would lead him to greatness. The historical context of Paulus's early years is significant, as it shaped his character and future path. The 3rd century BC was a time of great upheaval for Rome, with the city-state expanding its territories through conquest and diplomacy. The influence of Greek culture was also beginning to be felt, with many Roman aristocrats adopting Greek customs and values. This cultural exchange would have had a profound impact on Paulus's worldview, shaping his understanding of politics, philosophy, and military strategy. As we explore the early life of Lucius Aemilius Paullus, it becomes clear that he was destined for greatness. His family's legacy, education, and social status all contributed to his sense of duty and purpose, setting him on a path that would lead him to become one of Rome's most renowned generals. Paulus's first major campaign was in Illyria, where he led a Roman army to victory against the rebellious King Gentius. The year was 168 BC, and Paullus had just been appointed consul, one of the highest offices in Rome. His mission was to quell the uprising and restore Roman control over the region. With his characteristic discipline and strategic thinking, Paullus outmaneuvered the Illyrian forces, capturing key cities and ultimately defeating King Gentius himself. This triumph not only solidified Roman dominance in Illyria, but also showcased Paulus's exceptional leadership skills. Following his success in Illyria, Paullus turned his attention to Macedonia, where he faced an even greater challenge: the formidable King Perseus. The Third Macedonian War was raging, and Paullus had been tasked with defeating the Macedonian army and incorporating the kingdom into the Roman Empire. In 168 BC, at the Battle of Pydna, Paulus's tactical genius shone brightly as he outflanked and defeated the Macedonian phalanx, a seemingly impenetrable formation that had long been the cornerstone of Greek warfare. This decisive victory marked the end of the Macedonian kingdom's independence and cemented Roman control over Greece. Paulus's military campaigns were characterized by his innovative tactics, which blended traditional Roman discipline with adaptability and cunning. He was known for his ability to read the terrain, exploit enemy weaknesses, and inspire loyalty among his troops. As the Roman historian Plutarch noted, Paullus was a general who combined the courage of a warrior with the wisdom of a statesman. This unique blend of martial prowess and strategic thinking enabled Paullus to achieve victories that eluded other Roman commanders. One notable example of Paulus's character is his treatment of King Perseus after the Battle of Pydna. Despite having defeated his enemy, Paullus showed remarkable clemency, allowing Perseus to retain some of his royal dignity, and even permitting him to maintain a degree of autonomy over his former kingdom. This display of mercy and magnanimity reflects Paulus's strong sense of justice and his commitment to upholding Roman values. As we explore the primary achievements of Lucius Aemilius Paullus, it becomes clear that he was driven by a deep sense of duty, loyalty, and ambition. His military triumphs were not merely a means to personal glory, but also a way to serve Rome and uphold its honor. Paulus's legacy extends far beyond his own time, as his campaigns and victories helped shape the Roman Empire's expansion and consolidation. As Paullus returned to Rome after his victories in Greece, he was greeted with great fanfare and accolades. The Roman Senate awarded him a triumph, a grand procession through the city, where he was hailed as a hero by the people. However, despite this public adoration, Paulus's personal life was marked by tragedy. He had lost 2 of his sons, and his remaining son, Quintus Fabius Maximus, would later die at a young age. These personal losses weighed heavily on Paullus, and he became known for his stoic acceptance of fate and his commitment to public service. One notable example of Paulus's character during this period is his handling of the vast wealth and treasures that he had acquired during his campaigns. Unlike many other Roman generals, who used their conquest to enrich themselves and their families, Paullus was content with a simple life and did not seek to accumulate excessive wealth. He donated much of his spoils to the Roman state, using them to fund public works and improve the lives of ordinary citizens. Paulus's later years were also marked by his involvement in Roman politics, where he played a key role in shaping the empire's expansion and consolidation. He served as a censor, responsible for conducting the census and overseeing public morals, and was known for his fairness and integrity. Paulus's commitment to Roman values and his dedication to the welfare of the state earned him great respect among his peers, and he remained one of the most influential figures in Rome until his death. Despite his many achievements, Paulus's legacy was not without controversy. Some historians have criticized his handling of the Macedonian kingdom, arguing that he was too lenient on King Perseus and allowed him to maintain too much autonomy. Others have questioned his role in the expansion of the Roman Empire, suggesting that his conquests were driven by a desire for personal glory rather than a genuine concern for the welfare of Rome. However, these criticisms notwithstanding, Paulus's impact on Roman history is undeniable. His military campaigns helped shape the empire's borders and establish its dominance over Greece and Illyria. His commitment to Roman values and his dedication to public service set a high standard for future generations of Roman leaders. As the Roman historian Plutarch noted, Paullus was a general who combined the courage of a warrior with the wisdom of a statesman, and whose legacy would be remembered for centuries to come. His story continues to captivate us to this day, offering valuable insights into the complexities of human nature, the challenges of leadership, and the enduring power of Roman values. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.